Hi, it's Joy, and today I'm going to be watching Motherland for Salem, Season 2, Episode 10, Revolution Part 1. And Revolution is a big name for an episode. We kind of had a mini one in the last episode in the sense of the sort of getting rid of order, and it makes you feel like the world we love is going to be very different at the end of this episode to how it was when we started the show, and I'm stressed and I'm very excited. I have heard the news that there is going to be a third season, which literally I saw that first and I didn't see the other half, so I was like on cloud 9, and then I saw third and final, and I'm glad we get a final season. I am glad that we get them to end it on their own terms and not to be left with a cliffhanger. But it also is kind of like a gut punch whenever shows get renewed for a final season, especially when they've only had like 3 seasons. It's not many for a show this good and with this much richness to its history. I'm going to put in the description a link to a petition you can sign that is trying to save Motherland. I've seen some of the actresses have shared it, and it's just, I don't know, it's a little something to just say that we love this show and we support it. So if you want to sign it, I'll make sure that's in my description. And yeah, I am emotional about this ending, but you know what I am? Very stressed. I have 4 things to react to today and to edit. It's a stressful day. I'm going to edit Motherland first, but I've left it to watch till last because I remember how the season 1 finale destroyed me, and the fact that this finale is called part 1 makes me feel like it's going to be a ginormous cliffhanger, and I was sort of thinking I'm not going to be able to focus on any of the other shows I need to watch if I'm destroyed by Motherland. So as soon as I finished recording my previous reaction, I started to feel sick because I was stressed. So yeah. Reminder, you can find the unedited version of this reaction on my Patreon. Also a reminder that with my Patreon and with everybody else's, you tend to be charged the day you sign up and again on the 1st of the month. So if you sign up towards the end of a month, just be aware that the payment will be taken again quite quickly. And you might want to wait. But yes, without further ado, let's go. Oh, the sounds of the bat on the background, my god. Holy shit, this bastard. He was the cameraman. He did something to Penny, I swear. Fuck, fuck, fuck. This intro is everything, but if there was ever a time I wish I could press skip intro, it is right now. If they inoculated Penny, we need to use her to find the cure. Quick. Alder will fight for these witches. She truly does love the witches and everything she's built, but she just made too many mistakes and was too independent, refusing any help. Oh god, run. Yeah, but that is the revolution, that it's now witches against the bigger enemy. Oh my god. Oh my god, Tally. Yes, Tally. Yes, Tally! Yes! Yes! Tally is everything! My loves are everything. It's so... Tally! He has to find Khalida. Where is she? Please be safe. How did this happen? How did they break through and get the officers before the alarms and everything? Is there someone, a witch on the inside helping? I do enjoy seeing Alder in action. Oh lord, one down. Holy shit! All down. Oh my god. I really thought Alder would... Yep. Yes, exactly. Ooh, why are they so scared of that union? Finally. Oh god, Khalida. She's a pacifist. Ah! Oh my god. Oh, Khalida. You didn't have a choice, my sweet girl. You were saving your brother, okay? That was the right thing to do. You do have very, very scary killer magic in the dream, but that was the right thing. Okay. Penelope. I'm glad you're having fun. I'm not. There she is. They didn't inoculate her. He used her to infect everybody else. That bastard needs to die. That he would use his own child. But is she not dying from it? In front of the news crew as well. Oh god. Oh my god. Oh my god. That bastard used his own daughter. He needs to die. I'm so proud of my girls. Each one of them was integral to this battle. Without them, everyone would be dead. Yeah, I ship it. We've worked to do things we didn't want to do. Can you hug Khalida, please? Oh my god. This show needs 1,000 seasons. Fuck Freeform. It does put things into perspective. You're a better person because you love Raelle. Oh my goodness. She's not dead. And she's Groot. Oh my god. They're the hope for the future. Yeah. Oh god. This is very beautiful. Alder created the mother out of her anguish and her pain for her dead sisters, and now she can join them. And they'll welcome her. I wonder if we'll see her in the mother in the future. She's at peace now more than she's ever been. Mother. Anacostia.
Footage clearly shows your daughter's unit taking her out with some sort of a spell. Army investigation. This is far bigger than an investigation. This is now a criminal matter.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
They'll be arraigned in DC.
Oh my god. She was the source of the plague.
I am here standing. We are all here because of you three.
Yeah, and you're about to go through hell if...
Clear thinking, Sheila. So scared. She met me in that last moment.
I know. There was nothing else to do. Oh god. They're going to be put on trial for all the hatred against witches. Is that true? Are they different? It's silver.
I believe you.
Nicta, they helped you.
Soon enough they'll be knocking on people, rounding up witches,
Thanks to you!
Lighten up for 1 minute.
You created this.
The civilian thanked me.
Yep.
He said,
It's the truth.
humanity, you did what you believed was right.
Doesn't make it okay, Tally. Stop being so kind.
My daughter and her unit saved the day by murdering a girl. Penelope was the source of the contagion.
Yeah.
The unit had no choice. Many more would have perished.
Well, we just need to understand what happened.
She just told you.
We'll investigate.
And did the plague instantly stop on the tape?
I'm urging you to reconsider.
With
Yeah.
storm and fury.
You'll know when the storm is behind.
With the truth.
Huge outcry, a demand for justice.
By bigots.
What would you have me do?
Honour the truth of what happened.
I will see if they are treated fairly.
They're already not being treated fairly because it's a freaking... If someone was going to detonate a bomb, you have to destroy them. And yes, it is terrible that it was Penelope, but it was it was the fucking bastard Camarilla that did this.
At the ready. Move.
Oh my god. Revolution. Oh, you did the right thing, my love.
Are you starting to like her?
Oh, I love them.
Something broken,
Sweetheart.
and it won't go back together.
It's okay. You saved him.
It's no crime to defend yourself or those you love.
I
Exactly.
saw the hate. I wasn't putting myself in your place.
It's
I couldn't
okay.
until I was baptized.
It's okay, sweet girl. He knows.
I'm here.
I want to stand and fight.
Yeah. Oh my god. Oh, she's so proud. I don't know how this is gonna end, but... Are they going on the run with the Dodgers? So there's no official tie to the military. It's all unofficial. No one for Tally to hug. Okay, good. Someone for Tally to hug.
I don't want to be a part of you anymore.
I think we're going on the run.
Ever.
Ooh, yeah. Here for this. Oh,
Your moment came and you seized it with both hands.
yeah,
World fell apart.
All the better to remake it in our image.
yeah. How are we going to do this in one season? Please give us 10.
Maybe she can keep them safe.
I suppose you ladies are gonna blame this prison break on the spleen?
Hmm.
You just... Alright, let's go.
Holy shit. Next season is going to be fucking crazy.
Here we go.
Fuck. I'm ready for next season, but I'm fucking stressed. I suppose if we prove he's Camarilla. Or is he not? No, he is. Of course he is. I gave him the benefit of the doubt for a second then. The moment you signed your daughter's death warrant, you bastard. I knew it. We all knew it. This man is a sadistic piece of work. So when we prove it was these guys behind it, it will exonerate our girls. Because... Oh my god, the mother's reviving her? She gets all the luck. Or is the mother going to come back in the form of Alder? Because, again, if the mother runs around as Alder, wreaking havoc, I'm here for it. How the hell was that episode 41 minutes long? So much happened. The battle felt like it took at least 15-20 minutes, and then I feel like so much happened. So much has happened and moved on from the battle. So we all knew that the pinprick was more than just a pinprick, and that guy was the doctor. And I was praying somehow that her dad had some vague morals and he wanted to like protect her, but I was also scared about that. I think my favourite thing about the battle was, as always with any kind of battle scene, although it's fucking stressful, it's so beautiful seeing the way people care about each other in those desperate moments. But I absolutely love the fact that our unit saved the day, and without them it would not have worked. We needed Tally to work out, she saw the working, she worked out the frequency to combat it. Tally was able to pinpoint the source of the infection. then Raelle was able to witch bomb it to remove the infection, and unfortunately, because of what they did, the only way to fully stop it was to kill her. And I imagine that news crew was fully in on it, and was, or at least they knew the news crew was under orders no matter what happens, keep filming, so they can twist it. Now, I suppose if we get testimony or we prove that that pinprick that is on that, there's footage of it somewhere, was the thing that got her killed, it's not their fault. They didn't do anything. They did something that is horrendous and something that they are feeling the weight of and will carry with them forever. But they saved everybody. I mean, needed the three of them to do it. It was the three of them were necessary. I also feel like if I was a lawyer, I could be like, Tally just stood there when she died. Like, yeah, she didn't stop them, but she didn't actively murder anybody. So we can maybe get one of the three off. But no, that just, the epicness of their power and their skill, combined with their belief and their truth and their goodness, is everything. And then, of course, Khalida coming face to face with the reality that being a pacifist is noble and good, but there are times where being a pacifist just doesn't fly. It is admirable that she tried to stick to it for as long as she did, but you reach a point where it just doesn't work being a pacifist. The threats are too great, and you can't just let yourself, like, you know, kind of her noble thing of, all them will just die, isn't practical in the future, in the reality, because you want to live and you want those you love to live. I have so much respect for her in that way, for in that moment doing what she did, making that decision, because I know how hard it was for her, just like I know how hard it was for Adil. And I'm so glad they had that moment where she was able to say that, you know, she feels like something's broken inside of her now, and that she couldn't ever let him die. And I think they both have been through so much, and she's so wise for her years, and she truly is the sort of leader we all should have. And I love their relationship, and I'm glad they're back in good terms, and nothing is broken inside of her. Not really. I mean, no one wants to take her life. She will always carry the fact that she did, but she will always know that that was a man looking at her brother and her with such hatred in their eyes. They were going to kill her and enjoy it, and she's a child. Her brother was just there to, like, I'm so proud of Khalida. I love her as a character, and I want to see more. I'm really stressed that we have like 10 episodes to wrap this up. You're going to tell me that Freeform was like, oh yeah, what a great finale. How about you just get 10 episodes to wrap everything up? Seriously. Sorry, just the quality of the show, and you're going to cancel it, give it one final season. I do not understand. For our girls, they really were, first of all, just the stress and terror of the battle, then wrapping their heads around the horrible act they had to commit to save the day. But at the end, they couldn't do anything else. And the people responsible are the people that did that to Penelope, her father, and the doctor. I can't wait for them to get their comeuppance. It has to happen. But it's one of those things where I feel like the way the tensions and the sort of parallel racism, etc., has really taken off and spiraled is kind of reminiscent of here. And I think even when they prove the girl's innocent, or they prove the truth of what happened, even when they prove the vice president killed his own daughter, there will still be the QAnon, MAGA, red hat wearing right-wing bigots who are just so stupid that they want to believe that it's true. But I think when the truth is there, it isn't like our girls are on the run because they truly just thought, lol, let's kill that first year. Of course that's not what happened. Why would they just kill her? And I think, I don't know. I don't even know that they would have made it to trial, or if they did, it would have been like a show trial, especially as the president was more interested in proving a point to try and calm tensions than she was with actually doing a fair trial that would get to the truth. And in truth, it's not a murder. It should be like an internal investigation within the military, right? Like if assault, I don't know, maybe, like, I don't know. I feel like the military do things differently if it happens on military soil. I don't know. And it just is such a killer to think that they're now going to be like hated and be public enemies numbers 1, 2, and 3, and it kills me because they've done such good for this world and they have such good hearts. So the battle was insane. Alder dying, I saw coming. I kind of knew the last episode, and then when when Fort Salem was under attack, I thought, yeah, Alder's probably going to die. But I thought she would go out big, but I actually kind of like that she went out small, if that makes sense. Obviously, we had some very poignant moments. I'm not in saying her sacrifice was in vain. Like, she helped protect Anacostia. She took out a decent number of the Camarilla before her biddies were infected. But I like that, you know, it's a battle, and a soldier, just because you are an influential big figure, it doesn't mean you die a glorious death. Even like some of the great heroes of history who fought in thousands of battles died a really ignoble death. At least she kind of died bravely, and then she got to say her farewell to Anacostia, who seems to be the witch that was closest to her in terms of being like a daughter, and then to these 3 witches that have caused such havoc in her life, but they've given her both hope for the future and sort of taken away to change the path that she thought she was going on. Yeah. I mean, it's called Revolution, so I sort of thought things would get bad. I didn't think they would get this bad, with them being accused of murder. I thought maybe they would use it as like, no one else is going to be conscripted, or the witches are, the army's over, something like that to try and put down witches. I didn't think they would try and arrest our children. And I love that they're coven, they were ready to fight for them, and I'm here for it. Also, I really ship Talia and Gregorio, and I think they've been like subtly building them over the course of the season, and obviously because Talia's my absolute favourite. Like I've said many times, Raelle and Abigail I love so much that if I was watching a different show, I would love all 3 of them more than I love my favourite character in that show, but in this show, Talia just about like is the top. So I think because obviously that's kind of a ship for her, I really like it. I think I would love to see more of that, but then he's at Fort Salem and she's on the run, so I doubt I'm going to see more of that. But Scylla and Raelle, I think Scylla has had a really beautiful journey. I think Raelle has seen that she has remorse for what she did and that she is a different person now. And I think anyone who was involved in this spree has got to look at what they did and be like, oh yeah, we might have helped everyone hate witches. Awkward. Because it's true, Nycta has a lot of work to make up for. Despite even having the thing of like, oh yeah, we kill 1 witch for one human for every witch, doesn't make it right. Anyway, I'm glad that that was kind of thrown in Nycta's face and she has to take the truth of it on board and be better. I think having Talia around will help Nycta remember back when she used to care about people. But Scylla, who I was really talking about, she has developed a very powerful piece of working that is in some ways similar to Nycta's working in the sense that it takes control of somebody else, but she's able to use it to make them do anything rather than just kill themselves, and she seemed to tell the guards to release the prisoners and then walk away, so they will be fine, they will stop walking, like they'll be found and they'll be fine. And I think that is a lot of growth, because these guards were there, they were taking Raelle and Talia and Abigail off to God knows what fate. Season 1 Scylla may well have told them to kill themselves, so I think it does show growth in her, that it will be good going forward. And Raelle has sort of realised, again, I think the more we learn of the world, the more she can understand why Scylla did what she did, but she can also understand that Scylla is apologetic for it and is trying to make things right, and that everyone has just got to pull together against this greater enemy, because, in the same way that the spree have emboldened and created more and more hatred, the Camarilla existence is really pulling the spree together with the army, and I love that in a lot of ways, because I think most people in the spree are just desperate people who wouldn't commit giant atrocities, but we'll see. I feel like just so much happened and I don't know where I am with any of it. I'm so sad for Penny. I really was scared that they'd done something awful to her, but I kind of hoped that she would be able to survive. But I guess we saw with the woman on the balcony, Raelle was able to push it back briefly, but they had to fully destroy it to destroy her. And I am so against, like, I'm someone that advocates for saving 1 life even at the risk of the many, but in certain situations that is just not a thing you can do. There is no other cure. I was praying that they had the president was being a hypocrite and being like, I hate all witches, but I'm going to save that one. I was praying he'd like inoculated her somehow so that then they could try and get her blood and synthesize a cure or something, but nope, he's just the worst. And I feel so sad for that girl because she loved him so much. She knew he struggled with her being a witch and that hurt her, but she still loved him and she deserved far better. And yeah, he is very scary because a man that will send his own child, and a child I truly do believe he loved, you could see that even in the way he said goodbye. No, I could say he loved her. He didn't love her the way most people love their children, the way a normal person loves their children. He just is a crazily bigoted piece of work, but he did in his own way love her, and yet he's willing to sacrifice her. God knows what else he would do. And I'm just really scared about what the next season's going to be. I feel like this review is all over the place. I have even talked about everything that happened in the episode. I don't know. Adil and Abigail are everything. And the thing that the Camarilla said about how we must stop the union of earth and sky, that is the union of Adil and Abigail. Does that mean that they'd have if they had a baby, it would be like super powerful? Or does it just mean if they work together, the combination of their magic would be, would be super extraordinary? That was a really interesting line that kind of got lost in the rest of the episode, understandably, but that union is well and truly on track. I think going forward, the witch, like, not only have we had a revolution in the sense that now the witches are kind of having to fight against government and the Camarilla, and we're really in a war rather than it being like sort of skirmishes at the beginning. I think the whole makeup of witch society is going to be shaken. Alder is dead. We'll get to that. Alder is dead, and I don't think it's going to matter so much who you marry as long as you have a witch baby. And they've been decimated. Again, the leadership is gone. All of the other officers are dead. There is a huge command gap. Now, I imagine out there in the world, there are witches that would have in time naturally progressed in the ranks to those stages that I assume will get promotions quicker. But they've been shaken. But I also think, in a lot of ways, the chaotic nature of the army and the witches right now will help them fight back, because things are changing, things are moving around. So because that was happening anyway, we will be able to use it, we will be able to kind of keep going and keep fighting. And we have our secret weapons out on the run. I'm very stressed for them. And it's interesting, for a show called Motherland Fort Salem, I feel like the main characters are barely gonna, I'll be surprised if they end up in Fort Salem. But then this show moves so quickly that for all I know, by episode 3 they'll be back. Who knows? But they're on the run with, I mean, our party is great. We've got Adil and Khalida, I'm pretty sure came with us. Scylla and Rael's mum's friend. And then we've got Nikta and our girls. Like, this is an interesting party, but it's going to be such a different feel to season 3. Still within the same show, still within the same world, but I just think this show is so phenomenal. And it just has so much potential. Like, I love the world they have created in this show. I want them to come out with a book series set somewhere in the world. I want endless series. I want a spin-off that is just about some witches that lived in the 1930s. You know, I don't care. I want everything from this world. And so, yeah, the fact that they were like, you can have season 3, but it's your last, really did feel like a slap in the face. When, especially with, like, the quality of some shows that exist and keep going. I would love for the show to find a second home somewhere else, because I think it has that much potential that it would flourish there, but who knows. I'm not going to get my hopes up too much. I am just going to kind of be prepared for season 3 and just how epic they're going to make it. But I think the scale of the problems we've created, I don't know how we're going to solve it in 10 episodes. But at the same time, this show is able to move very rapidly through plot lines in a way that doesn't feel rushed. It just leaves you, like, out of breath, panicking, having an anxiety attack because just too much happened. So then the last bit with Alder, initially I was like, oh wow, so it's resurrecting Alder, but I feel like, is the mother going to use Alder's body to go out into the world and exist and be the mother, like be all of the witches within there? So Alder might be able to speak, Rael's mum might be able to speak. Kind of like, is that what was happening there? Because the eyes didn't, like Alder's eyes, they looked like the mother. And Rael, we know, can only use a portion of the mother's power. So to have her out there would be epic. We could use that. The only thing I would potentially think with that is almost because the goddess, the mother, was created out of such rage, the mycelium, out of the rage and the pain and the loss, that she might almost go too far in being and like trying to get revenge or justice, but hopefully not, because witches aren't evil. This was just so phenomenal. I love these characters so much. I feel like so much was happening, and even in the quiet moments, everything was still rolling along, and I'm very stressed. This review, I'm all over the place. I feel hot, I feel stressed, I don't know. Thank you so much for watching. A reminder that you can find the unedited version of this reaction on my Patreon, and I'm on season 3 right now, but I'm sad it's going to end, and I love this show. Thank you for watching.